Letter May's Kingdom, and I am so sorry that my hair is quite messy, but that's okay because high school is trash anyways. And know what? In this video, we are actually going to be talking about high school, and I'm going to be giving advice for those upcoming freshmen so that they can have a survival guide, because I wish that I had a survival guide when I started high school, because I almost died a couple times. It was awful, very awful, but hey, at least I survived. Okay, so it's okay if you're anxious the first night. Or not the first night, but the first day. I mean, of course you're gonna be anxious at night too, because I remember starting high school the night before my first day, I couldn't sleep. I was super nervous. Like, I was just like, are my teachers gonna be evil? Are they gonna be nice? Will they be cool? Am I gonna have like cool friends? Am I gonna be like one of those nerds? Like, what clique am I gonna fit in? Because you see in the movies and stuff, and so you just have all these things running through your mind, and you're just like panicking and freaking out because this is so new. It's nothing like middle school or elementary school. And so, you know, it's very nerve-wracking, and it's okay to feel those nerves. It's so okay to feel those nerves. But also remember, you're not the only moron that's feeling those things. You know, all your other classmates are feeling the exact same way. They're nervous too. They haven't been to high schools. It's the first time for them too. So don't be so hard on yourself. And remember, everyone's just feeling the same way. Because even for myself, I was hard starting the first day. I was a complete wreck. I was like anxious, and I know my friends were anxious because they told me. So just remember, you're not the only one. All right, and then also take advantage of the first day. If you get lost, that's okay. If you walk into the wrong classroom, that's okay. You know, if you get your classes, you know, mixed up too, that's okay. It's all okay in the first day, or actually not in the first day. It's okay in the first week, you know? Nobody really cares if you mess up or anything, because other people are going to be doing the same thing. So nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. So don't worry, and take advantage of learning everything in the first week. You know, try and like observe all around you where, you know, each building is, where's the cafeteria, where's the nearest bathrooms, anything that will make you feel a little bit more secured coming to school and knowing where stuff is. Just try to remember it, because it feels so much better when you know stuff and you know where your surroundings. Okay, and then also, here's a little bit more advice about like when passing through your periods. Okay, so your classes and stuff. When you're walking through the hallway, try not to stand in the middle of the hallway. Even if you have friends, don't talk in the middle of the hallway, because people hate that. Like the upperclassmen hate that too. They're trying to get around you, and they're like, these dumb freshmen, they're always standing in the middle. They don't know how to, they don't know. They're just like middle schoolers, you know. And you don't want that label. You just want to get to the side of the hallway and, you know, stick to the sides, or even go to the bathroom. And say if you're anxious about like too many people, because there's always going to be a ton of people traveling back and forth between the classes, just go in the bathroom for a minute or two. Let the hallways clear out a little bit, and then you could just sneak off and run to class real fast. That's a couple times that I did, because sometimes I don't like a lot of people. I'm like, I don't know, I'm weird, but I know a lot of people feel the same way. But yeah, just stick to the sides and don't stand in the middle. Don't get in people's way, because people don't like that. You know, it's the same thing with like driving on the roads. You get in someone's way, they don't like that, you know, they'll run you over. Same thing in high school. They will run you over. I'm not even joking. They'll push you, they'll shove you. It's awful. But yeah, you're gonna find out. So just take my advice and stay to the sides, or you're gonna be really sorry. Okay. All right, and then another one is, this is really big. Okay, one of the biggest advices I can actually give you. Okay, just keep good hygiene. Just make sure you're showering a lot. I mean, I'm not gonna say like take 5 showers a day or anything, but I mean like take a shower, you know, frequently, you know, every other night or whatever. And just make sure you're smelling fresh. Put on deodorant. There's perfume, because this is what really is going to get you into the popular side, or it's going to get you into the nerdy side. Or there's other labels too and other cliques that you'll just get labeled into, like even the stinky people that smell. And you don't want to be labeled like that because that's awful. I remember in high school where like people, I don't know if they just didn't have stuff to like clean themselves with or whatever, but they smelled and people made fun of them behind their backs and nobody wanted to sit with them at lunch. People would stay far away from them and it's an awful feeling and I feel so bad for that person. So please don't try and smell bad because you want friends, okay? If you smell bad, you're not gonna have friends and that's sad and depressing and it's just easy enough to shower and just stay clean, you know? So try your best because that's one of the biggest advices I can because if you want to stay at the top, you don't want to be at the bottom to survive. Also, you're probably also wondering too about like dating advice and stuff because everybody's like, oh, in high school, everybody like starts to date and stuff. Okay, freshmen, my advice to you, this might not be advice that your parents give you or anything, but this is advice that I'm gonna give you. Date everyone. I don't mean like at the same time or anything, but what I mean is don't feel like you have to date certain type of people. Explore your interests. This is the perfect time to explore who you are and what you like. If you want to date a girl, date a girl. If you want to date a boy, date a boy. If you want to just date anybody you want. Try it. This is the perfect time, and if you will really find out what you like and don't like, and it's so good to find out early what you like so that later on it saves you time. And high school is like a perfect time to do that. It's amazing because you meet so many different people and it's great. And yeah, it just doesn't matter. This does not matter. I just really hope that you guys do explore your interests because a lot of parents will be like, no, you gotta date these, gotta date that. No, explore what you want to explore, experiment, have fun, and allow yourself to have emotions, allow yourself to feel, and just allow yourself to do stuff. It's your time to have fun, okay? Just have fun. In high school, it's the perfect time for fun. Also, this is for some people that like to be cocky. Okay, so I know a few people in high school that had a big mouth. You kind of don't want to have a big mouth when you're a freshman because you will look like you were in middle school a few seconds ago, especially up to an upperclassman. So if an upperclassman comes over and you try and be cocky and stuff, they're just going to look at you and be like, man, this middle schooler has a big mouth. They should be back in middle school. They're so immature, And you don't want to be labeled like that. You want to be mature and you just want to have a good impression on people because if not, you're gonna get crushed. You're gonna get punched in the face. I'm not even kidding. Kids are mean in high school. If you say something to them, they don't care how old are you or whatever. They are gonna hit you, I don't know why, but kids or teens, they're just so aggressive and they just don't know boundaries and stuff. So just be really careful and don't set anybody off and just don't be cocky. Just try your best and avoid those things. Also, back to the dating part, I did forget to mention this. I know I said to explore your options and to date everyone, but if you're a freshman, I do not recommend though dating a senior, okay? Seniors are so much older than you and their maturity level is so much higher than yours. So, a lot of them could be like, oh my gosh, you're a mature freshman. You're not like the other freshmen. Don't fall for that because all they want is to take advantage of you. And by the time when they graduate, they're going to college or wherever they're going and you're still in high school. They ain't gonna be with you. They are not. Yeah, they can steal your, or you can steal their heart or vice versa or whatever, but it's not real. It's not gonna last. And I'm telling you the honest truth and I'm not gonna lie to you guys because in reality, it's not gonna work. It's not when you're a freshman and they're a senior. I'm sorry, but it's not going to work. So do not even try that. Stay away from the upper seniors and do not date them because they are just trouble. All right. And then also, when you're dating people or even with friends, do not send any no clothing pictures. Okay? Do not make this mistake, because if that person that you sent that picture message to, and if they find out like something that you said about them or you made them angry or something, it takes just this little amount of something to set somebody off, especially with the emotions that teenagers have. You will be sorry, because they can upload that to any social media, they can upload that anywhere online, and then the whole high school sees it, and then you're screwed. Yeah, and then you're embarrassing because everybody's seen your body. Yeah, so I don't recommend taking any chances, and so please do not send those photos. Even if it's tempting and you want to try something new, wait until you're older. Do not send these photos, because you can't trust anybody in high school. Nobody, because everybody's dealing with their own stuff and it's just so much drama. Just don't do it. Save yourself so much trouble. Please do not send these photos. I can tell you one experience that I did, and it was awful. One time I sent one of those photos to a boyfriend, and I was using somebody else's phone at the time. Okay. And then I found out on that phone that the person owned that I was using when I took the photo, because I thought I deleted it, but apparently they had access to that phone on the other side, so they ended up saving it from the deleted messages and locking it in their photo collection. So next time when I went on the phone, I accidentally went to the photo section, and I saw my picture on there still. Now it was locked and I couldn't delete it, and I was like, what the heck? This is creepy. It was awful and scary. And so you never even know what your picture or who's gonna get it and stuff on the phone, and who you can trust, because I thought I could trust that person using that person's phone because they've been my friend forever. And yeah, so you don't even know, that person could have done something else with it too. So that's scary, and just don't do it. Save yourself trouble, please. I know I said to also explore interests and stuff, but do not get pregnant. Or don't get a girl pregnant. Or any of that. Like, use protection. There's so many different things. There's birth controls. There's condoms. Or just don't do it at all. I mean, there's other things you could do that don't make a baby happen, you know? So yeah, explore those options. There's so many different ones you can do, especially in this day of time. But yeah, just be really careful, because a baby is super expensive, and when you're in high school, you can barely take care of yourself yet. You don't need a baby. It's an awful mess and a headache, and sometimes having a kid, some people don't graduate. And in this day of time, you need a high school diploma to get a lot of good jobs. So I don't recommend ruining your future by having a baby in high school. So be really careful if you want to do more in your relationship. Just be very cautious and do your research, because it just takes one time and you screw up your life. And also, please do not do drugs, because drugs are a big thing in high school as well, especially with the older upperclassmen. There's going to be parties in high school. You know, sometimes people invite you and all that. And don't take any drinks from anybody, no matter if they're your friend. I don't care if they're your friend. They can still harm you. All it takes is for them to just drop a little roofie in your drink, or some sort of drug, you know, a date drug or whatever. Then you're out, and they could do whatever they want to you. And it's happened to so many people around the world, especially with girls and stuff. I don't recommend doing any of that. So when you do go to parties, just be very cautious. You know, be very cautious on your drink. Watch your drink. You know. Also, people offer you to do drugs, just say no, because it's just going to ruin your life. I promise you, it's going to ruin your life. Your parents are going to get really mad. You're going to get grounded. You're going to get in trouble. And like, it's a waste of time. And these people don't care about you. They really do not care about you. Half these people in high school, you don't see them after high school. And yeah, they're just gonna want to be like, oh, you should take this or you're not cool. Don't fall for that. Screw them. It does not matter. I mean, it does not matter that if you take this drug, it makes you cool or not. No, just be the better person. Just say, no, I don't need that, you know? Because all it is, it's just gonna mess your body up, and it's just awful. Please don't do drugs. You're gonna break Taylor's heart. Don't do them. So that's some tips that I can think of as to share with you guys about, surviving some high school, especially being a freshman. But I do want to also tell you guys a little bit about an embarrassing story, because in high school, I just want you guys to know is that you are going to experience embarrassing moments. A lot of embarrassing moments, because you're learning a lot about yourself and you're learning to develop and grow, and you're going to do a lot of stupid things. And then you're going to look back and you're going to be like, dang, what was I thinking? Well, I'm going to share before I end this video a little story. Okay. So I was in PE class freshman year, and I started my period. Yeah, it was a great, amazing thing. But anyways, yeah, I started my period, and I was my first time wearing pads. I didn't know how to use tampons yet, and so I was wearing pads, and I was learning to change them, when they needed to change. So I was in the bathroom after I got dressed for PE, and I changed my pad. But I left my pad on the ground because they didn't have a little trash can in the stall. Usually in most bathrooms, they'll have a little trash can where you can dispose of your products. They didn't have that, so I had to put it on the ground and then finish what I was doing. So when I got up, I was supposed to throw it away when I left the stall. But the teacher was whistling and telling us to hurry up, so I got anxious that I had to hurry up and get there before I was late for the lineup attendance in PE. So I ended up hurrying up and running out, and I barely had time to wash my hands. And then once I got out, I saw this one girl go into my stall. And this girl wasn't a nice girl. She was very mean. And then I remembered as I got out that, oh no, I did not throw that away. I felt so terrible. I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to see it. I was like, oh, she knows I went in that stall before her. And so when she came out, she told everybody that I left it on the ground. And it was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing, because it made me feel awful when I came to school. I was like, man, people are going to think of me as this gross period pad lady. I was like, it was my first time on my period. I was like, I didn't know. I was not used to it. I was like, oh no. And then it was just an awful feeling, and I just felt like I got made fun of that day for it in the PE class. And then, you know what? I've learned, though, that after that, I've never, ever did that again. Lesson learned real quick. Yeah, so that's one of my embarrassing moments. But like I said, you're going to experience a lot of embarrassing moments, and that's okay, because it's part of high school, and you go through some crazy stuff. But to let you know, I wouldn't change high school experiences for nothing, because they are the most funnest moments of your life, but also the most dumbest, moments of your life. It's just a love-hate relationship, and if I could go back, I'd do high school all over again. It's just different, and it's fun. Well, thanks for watching this episode, and if you like this video, please give a thumbs up. And if you didn't, I don't care. Alright, and then please subscribe to this channel and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye, guys!